Dr. Ashton, let me pick up right there. How are we supposed to talk to kids when they have the simplest of questions? Why would somebody want to do this? How are we supposed to talk to kids about this?
I think the first thing is get professional help. You know, I've been speaking a lot to my mental health colleagues about this, and the first step is to make an age-appropriate dialogue, open lines of communication with your child. We're both parents, our kids are different ages, but they're all thinking about this. They all have fears, they all have questions. You know, with a 4-year-old, an 8-year-old, maybe even an 18-year-old, we shouldn't sit back and wait for them to come up and say, Mom, Dad, I'd like to talk about gun violence. You know, we're going to need to take the first step and come to them early and often and say, what are you thinking about? What are you afraid of? What questions do you have? And I think honesty and transparency is always the name of the game, to say, I don't have an answer to that, but I'll help you find it. I know you're scared, so am I, but let me tell you what your teachers and what your parents and community is trying to do to help you stay safe. And just before we came on the air, I spoke to my son, who used to be a counselor at a day camp for children with special needs. 10 years ago, they were practicing active shooter drills. You told me your daughter does it at her school. It's now commonplace. But the fact of the matter is, we all need to know what to do now in an active shooter situation. And if you look online, they say over and over again, step 1, run. Step 2, hide. Silence your phone. Stay quiet. You know, try to distance yourself from that shooter. But it's so tragic that we are in that position where, just like if we see a fire, we call 911. We now all have to know what to do in an active shooter situation.
I had tornado drills when I was in elementary school. My daughter is doing active shooter drills a couple times a year at her school here in New York.
Yeah.
But this is where we are, Dr. Ashton.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.